mics are hot. The mics are hot. Everybody can hear us on the internet.
Everyone can hear us on the internet,
Yeah.
unlike last week where they could only not hear us on the
For
internet.
20 minutes. Okay,
Oh, I
right?
watched that one.
You just lip read the whole thing. It's like,
That's
I think they're funny,
subtitles.
but like in a different language.
Oh, all in Japanese.
Yes.
That would have been great.
Just, yeah. Hey, on today's episode, we're joined by Alex Fortin.
Yes.
We talk ramen noodles in the Insane Clown Posse. Hit the drop.
We're awesome and stuff. Yeah, it's not working today. Too bad.
Hey, I'm Alec.
Je m'appelle Ivan.
And today, like I said, we're joined by first-time guest, kind of listener, Alex the comedian madman Fortin. Just made that shit up on the fly, bud.
That's been my nickname for years, actually.
I
I'm
thought so.
surprised. Yeah.
You got a tattooed on your forehead.
Yeah.
You millennials and your face tattoos, even though we're all millennials here. How the fuck's it going, man?
Good, man. It's going wicked. I'm really happy to be here, actually.
Welcome to the Awesome Hour.
Thank you. This is the first, hopefully, of many stops on my little, like, promo, my Edmonton-wide promo tour for this album, so.
Well, let us set the bar way the fuck up here.
Yeah.
Because you're going to have a blast. You got some peach beers. I got a drink and some coffee, and Ivan's drinking ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Today's episode brought to you by Concept Beard Co. Go to conceptbeards.com. Put in awesome at checkout to save how much, Ivan?
10%.
If you don't know, Alex, Concept Beard Co. makes amazing beard products for your beard. I notice you have facial hair.
I do.
You'll be leaving the show today with a little bit of oil, courtesy of Concept Beard Co. Put it in your beard. So, yeah, paid the bills. Now we're on to the show.
I will put it in my beard. I will do that. Maybe I'll do it live on air, Concept Beard Co.
Yeah, maybe we
Ooh.
will. Maybe we will, but probably not because we're just going to podcast. All right. But I want to get to know you. I did some digging. I didn't do a lot of digging. I did enough, though, that we have at least 20 to 15 minutes of you that I want to talk about.
Perfect.
So how the hell you doing?
Good, man. I'm stoned and drinking beer. It's good.
Excellent. You're in a basement of some rando's house in Lewis Estates.
Yeah.
You're not leaving like the other guys. Just got a closet full of dead people. Welcome to the show. Hey, so you're here promoting a little something called Talkin' Reckless.
Yeah.
A live taping that you'll be doing October 5th here in Edmonton at the ATB Art Barns.
Yeah.
This is your first taping. This is going to be an album, you say?
Yeah,
What?
it's gonna be an album, which is weird and outdated, but fuck it.
I don't think so. I
No.
don't think so. No, man. Comedy albums are still where
I mean,
it's
if you're going
at.
to put it on Spotify, you're good.
Yeah, well, yeah. I guess that's basically what the goal is. But I'm also gonna like print actual albums, which is
You should put it on vinyl. Kids are loving vinyl.
God,
True,
that'd be
actually.
totally dope.
Just tapes and vinyl. It's the only way you can listen
If you
to
really want to fuck with them, you put them all on 45s. Just a stack of 45s.
just the weirdest. Like I'm releasing my album in 8-track only.
all different
Yeah.
colors.
Yeah, I'd buy that. I'm a collector guy.
mini disc.
So you've been in the. I had a mini disc player, and
So
that
did
thing was
I.
a pain in the ass.
That fucking sucked. And
They
trying
were
to
a
put
nightmare.
music on it was a cunt.
Yeah, but they were so
Right.
cool. You just like pop it open, stick your mini disc. It was basically like a floppy disk,
Yeah,
but a mini disc.
little
Hence
one.
the
It
name,
was not a
mini-
floppy disk.
Mini disc.
It was
Anyway.
hard and had a little CD in it.
Yeah, okay, fair
That
enough.
was a weird thing. They came with their own cases. That
Yeah.
was
Right?
like
Yeah.
video disc players. You
Hell
guys
yeah, they
ever
did.
see
Yeah,
video
yeah, oh,
disc
yeah.
players?
Yeah, man.
I have one hanging in my bedroom. That's my art.
That's dude, that is art.
Yeah,
I
have
love
this
it.
I have these two. This is weird, but it's my ex-girlfriend's dad painted me some paintings.
Yeah,
They're Batman paintings. He's just like a super good artist.
that's awesome.
And I love Batman, so I have these two like really dark Batman paintings
Yeah.
in my room.
Like
And,
what era of Batman? Like Tim Burton Batman or like comic book Batman? Like what kind of Batman are we talking about?
Yeah,
here?
it was around the time that the Dark Knight came out,
Okay.
but it's like more cartoony. It's
Gotcha.
so like kind of his own.
Does Batman have nips?
No nips.
Your ex-father-in-law isn't that good of an artist. Speaking of your ex, you guys have a pretty good relationship, hey? You guys are still homies. You're
oh,
doing
yeah,
things
that
on
one.
the internet together.
Yeah.
Well, this is a different ex.
Yeah, different ex.
How many exes are in your closet, sir? You don't have to
There's a
answer that.
few.
But there's one that you got that you're pretty damn close with, that you're
Yeah.
doing YouTube shows on how to kiss.
Yeah.
That's a pretty functional ex-girlfriend right there. I want to talk about that. What the?
All right.
How does
Is she
what-
hot?
I don't know. Like, I'm married, so I'm not even gonna.
Oh,
If
Yeah,
on
she's
this.
hot. We can
Okay.
promote her Instagram. She'll actually be stoked on this.
Okay.
We'll fucking promote her.
Yeah.
Right
As I was digging dirt on you, I happened to watch that video. It was awkwardly awesome. The comments were even better.
Oh,
I don't
the
know if you
comments
read
are the
your.
greatest.
They were the best. So how does one find themselves on their ex-girlfriend's YouTube channel talking about kissing?
Well, I don't know. We had like a pretty amicable breakup, I
Yeah?
guess, and then it was
Sounds like it.
Right?
it was actually super funny. We were like just in a room, and she's like, "You're being weird." I was like, "I don't know," and she's like, been weird lately. I was like, yeah. She's like, what do you want to do? I was like, you think we should break up? She's like, yeah, probably. I was like, all right, later. And then I just left.
Wow, that's actually, it's super chill, but super mature of you guys. You're like, yeah, you know what? We're not into this. We're gonna go.
That's
go our
fucking
separate ways.
awesome. Seriously, that is great. Okay, so let me get real quick. Alec has been with the same woman for, which is absolutely fair. He married
Why
at
do
a
you have
very
to
young
preference that?
because everything that you're saying about this, you're like, oh, I don't get it. I don't understand it. And the way he broke up with her, like, have you had
awesome.
like? No, it's great, but you never had that breakup like
No,
that.
no.
So you wouldn't understand that
Because
feeling.
true love came early in my life.
And that's fair. That's absolutely fair,
You
and that's
rode
rad.
off into the sunset.
Cool. Like you're living a fucking dream for a lot of people,
Yeah, I know.
and that's
great.
totally cool.
Doing pretty good.
Bar's set.
But this guy's making out with his ex-girlfriend. That's hot.
Yeah, you get
Which is
Batman
totally
pictures
rad.
from the other ones.
There you go.
She actually gets a shout out in your set. You were saying.
Yeah.
She's playing Crazy Bitch #1.
Yeah, well, yeah. So
I did my homework.
the Batman X,
Yeah.
is the actual person who that joke's about,
Yeah.
and I've been using her name forever, like touring around Canada using her name.
Yeah.
So she may hear that at some point and be very upset with me. But
Are you worried if a monetary problem or anything like that
That's the thing. Like that's why I'm not using
on the album?
X. Yeah, on the album, I'm
Okay,
like
yep.
I'm not using the
Names.
actual girl's name, but
Yep.
I asked Ashley, who's the one who has the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I was like, can I just supplement? Because it's a good joke,
Yeah.
but I was like, can I just
I don't
supplement
wanna waste
your name?
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, can I just supplement your name, and that way, if they like go look up if you're real, they'll see like, oh, you actually are my ex-girlfriend. It makes the
hell
joke
yeah.
funny.
So
That works.
what's her name on Instagram?
It's Younging19, which is super weird. It's YUNG
YUNG.
ING 19 19.
Ashley?
Yeah.
Anyways, enough
She
about
ain't
Ashley.
ugly. She ain't ugly.
She's a woman.
Yeah.
She has
And
stuff.
this is the one you guys just
Things.
like, fuck it, we're breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should watch. Go watch the video. How
That's
to Kiss Your
amazing.
Ex.
That's
It's,
cool.
it's a good video. It's
That's dope.
I think it's like 6 to 8 minutes. It was
Yeah.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It was an easy watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
She likes her cat, hey?
But okay, enough about Ashley's not on the show. Our good friend Alex is. So
She's
let's.
got 14,000 followers, almost 15. She's doing good.
Dude, she's
Hey,
got like 300,000.
I'm gonna do some social media stuff right now.
Hey Ashley, if you're listening, well, you're welcome to come on the show and bring all your followers with you. But back
Yeah.
to Alex. So, anyways, Alex, you've been in the game since you were 19.
Yeah.
You're now a spry age of 20-something.
Yeah,
You're all
26.
26. You're all manly and shit.
Grew a
You've
beard.
been around the block. So you've
Yeah.
been in the game less than 10 years.
Yeah.
That's my math is correct.
Yeah.
But you've played some rooms. You
Yeah.
did the Edmonton Comedy Fest last year.
Yeah, that was
You
sick.
played the Okanagan Comedy Fest.
Yeah.
Then you fucked off to the States, took your funny over there, and played some Vegas. Give me the story on that.
Yeah. Vegas was sick, actually. It was a weird. Actually, all right. I have mixed feelings about this. So,
Okay, give it to me.
the World Series of Comedy is like a comedy festival, basically.
Yeah.
And the main event of it is a competition where they take 101 comics and they compete for like the thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Not to be confused with 101 Dalmatians, where they turn them into a coat.
exactly. Also a Vegas show.
I'd go
coat
watch
part?
that at least once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone like
They have a residency just killing
just
Dalmatians every
skinning
night.
dogs
Right.
live.
Oh, they're really killing dogs? This is what you're getting at?
I don't know. Alex brought it up. Don't
Well, I
blame
thought
me.
maybe they would use fake fucking dog fur. They didn't do real dogs.
So you go to Vegas. You're one of the 101. How'd you
Yeah.
fare?
So not well.
But you made the main event.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So a whole bunch of stuff happened. So first of all, my mixed feelings on it was like it was fun, it was cool, but also you have to pay money to go there, which is super fucked up.
Oh.
It's one of those like pay to
Yeah.
pay to
So
be
they're
in my
making
festival.
money to watch you
Yeah.
lose.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And
We
then
entered a podcast awards where
Did the
you
same
have to
thing like
pay
that,
to
where this
join-
guy
like,
named
enter.
Todd Cochran gets suck a dick.
Shout out to Todd Cochran.
the Canadian Comedy Awards
Yeah.
are also self-nominated, and you have to pay to get yourself to
See, that's-
nominate yourself for a Canadian Comedy Award.
You're basically at that point paying for promotion.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
And then you just probably won't win anyways.
No, they take your money. They're like, haha, we got your money, and we're gonna give it to our homie over here.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyways,
So yeah, so I don't know how I feel about that, but you have to send in. You can either win one of their like satellite contests,
Yeah.
and that's how you get in, or you do video submission. and,
Okay.
so I was literally like the 101st person.
Dude,
to-
that's awesome.
Yeah, because someone backed out.
Who cares?
So I was next in line, and they sent me an email, and they're like, "Hey, yeah." So I was at the Okanagan Comedy Festival actually when I got the email.
yeah.
And it was pretty hype. I was like 22, I think, 22 or 23.
Yeah, dude, you're a pup. your teeth are in the game, and you're like, I'm going to the States to tell jokes.
Yeah, and
What
I
do you-
was
I don't
at
care. I
the
gotta pay
festival.
$1,000. Whatever.
Yeah, so I was at the festival. It was my first festival I've ever been at.
Yeah.
So I'm at the Okanagan Festival. And then I get the email saying, like, hey, yeah, you're in, like, the main event at the World Series of Comedy, so come out and check that out.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, this is sick.
Dude, that's
So-
awesome.
Yeah, I
You know
went
what?
down there.
101, whatever. You put it on a resume. It looks good. Who
Yeah,
gives a shit? That's
exactly.
what I say.
And, yeah, then I went down there, and actually the coolest part was Carrot Top gave, like,
That's amazing. Go
Carrot
on.
Top comes down, and there's, like, this little, like, they had a room rented. It was, like, off Vegas. It was on, actually, it was on the corner where Tupac got shot.
Oh,
That's
shit.
awesome.
Yeah, so we're literally, like, it's, like, the block that Tupac got shot on, like, off the strip. We're in this, like, these cool little, like, villas, and they did give us, like, a discount rate on the rooms, which is sick. We got, like, 70% off rooms.
Oh,
or
that's
50%
awesome.
Off. Yeah. So
Which is
sick.
super cheap
Yeah.
because Vegas is already cheap.
Exactly. So I got a week in Vegas for, like, whatever the hell I paid.
And you could throw around the fact you're like, yeah, I'm playing the main event at the Comedy Fest.
Yeah,
Want to be
we had,
disappointed by a comedian?
Yeah,
I
we
can't
had
speak
these
for you. I
little
was
badges.
projecting. I'm horrible at sex.
We had these little,
Anyway.
like, artist badges.
Yeah.
So I was rolling around with my
You're
little
like,
artist badge
Hell
on.
yeah, you were.
Like 23, all like spry, and then they had this conference room, and Carrot Top comes in. He looks horrible, by the way.
Oh yeah, he's like
Is he as bad in real
Yeah.
life as?
Worse, dude. It's horrible.
Yes.
From off stage, because so the room was also where they did the actual contest.
Right.
Yeah.
So like at night it was like the stage and like all the seats were for the audience, but during the day they had conferences and like talks in there. So
Yeah.
Carrot Top's up top, I'm in the audience, and like he looks like kind of what he looks like on TV. And then afterwards he's like, yeah, if you want to like come say hi, whatever, like come shake my hand. And I think a lot of people didn't go because like fuck
It's
Carrot
Carrot
Top's
Top,
a
yeah.
stupid hack. And I was like, yo, I'm going to see
Carrot
fucking
Top.
No
Are you
shit.
fucked?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Man, like if Gallagher was coming, I'd be even like just
Yeah.
like that's. It
Can
was
you
awesome.
sign my Carrot Top? I wonder if
Yeah.
he's ever got that. How many carrots is that guy
How many
signed?
dicks has he signed?
Too far. Moving
How's
on.
that too far?
So I go up and you go to shake his hand and he just looks horrible. Like I don't know if it's the
Yeah, 'cause
steroids or like
eyebrows are
what.
just like
Cocaine.
Dude,
and he's
yeah.
like ripped,
Yeah,
and you don't know whether to laugh or cry for him.
yeah, it was crazy. And so I was just like, hey man, but his story is fucking nuts, bro.
I imagine that dude's got some funny ass stories.
Dude.
Just like
This was the coolest. You know, it's like dial down the center 1-800-CALLATT.
Yeah.
It's free for you and cheap for them.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah. So he got that because the dude who like owned Call ATT or whatever,
Yeah.
his daughter like loved Carrot Top.
that's awesome.
So he gave him the job to like to do like the ads or whatever, and so he like rolled up and they're like, so what do you got for us? And he was like, what? And he's like, yeah, you're doing all the commercials for us. What do you got? And he was like, oh, I thought I was like hired on like a writing team or something. Like, no, what do you got? Like,
You're the
let's-
face of Call
let's
AT&T.
fucking go. And so he like wrote and starred in all of those ads. And
No
he had to make
shit.
a new one for them every week.
Good. That's fucking work, man.
Yeah.
Hey, I hope
kind
they
of
pay him
impressed
well,
right now.
Right?
Yeah. So
Between
I
going to the gym and writing AT&T commercials.
Cocaine and all that shit. Yeah.
He runs with the Dice Man, doesn't he? Doesn't
Yeah.
He yeah.
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 So-
Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually stole a little bit of that story, like for the ads that I'm doing for Talking Reckless.
Yeah.
I'm doing a new one every week, and they're all different.
I've
and they're
caught a
all
couple
simple.
of them in Homie's Warehouse there.
Yeah, yeah.
You threw up this week. Was
Yeah.
It, yeah, and
Yeah.
last week was a girl dancing that wasn't supposed to be dancing.
Yeah.
How did you get the rights for Desposito? That's what I wanted to know.
We didn't.
Ah, fuck. Moving on.
That's
So you're
why there's a legal thing you can play. It's something like you can play like 6 seconds of a song
Yeah.
without like having like to get rights for it. So
Yeah.
I like looked it up and like found the legal thing. I was like, nice. So we played exactly that much
6
time. Like we
seconds?
trimmed it.
Just
No,
be
it's
careful
awesome.
with that. I'll talk to you about it after.
All
He'll
right.
fill
Okay.
you in after.
I got
Give
all
you a
that
little
shit on
inside
the
scoop.
on the music. That's how I can play music on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
We're licensed.
Cool.
Yeah,
Anyways,
so.
you look comfortable behind that microphone. Maybe it's because you also do your own podcast.
Yeah.
The worst podcast ever.
Oh,
as
that's
it's been
you?
called.
That is me.
That's right. Oh yeah, we were talking about. Do you feel like you got ripped off?
Why? Oh, the worst morning show
Yeah,
ever on the Bear.
the worst show ever
Yeah.
in the morning.
Kinda, right?
A little bit.
A little bit. It's a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident they don't listen to the podcast or hear it and like didn't rip it off of us. But I was like, man, in the
Are you-
same city.
Coincidences. It's too
Are you
much.
sure about that? Because there's some very coincidental things that happen on the radio from time to time. So we're like, what? I was like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure because there's those guys podcast too.
Okay.
So they're
Yeah, like
they're
Luke
in
has
that.
his own show and
Yeah,
stuff.
so does Warren and all those guys.
And you've been
so-
doing this now for about 3 years.
Yeah, 3
How'd
years.
you get into the podcast game? You're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do a podcast, or
Yeah, well, it was mostly everything. Literally everything I do is just comedy. That's the only thing that I give a fuck about in the whole world.
that's your life,
It's,
comedy.
yeah.
Do you have a
So,
day job, or is it just jokes?
I work a couple days a week at a bar.
Sweet,
Just
sweet.
like they're really nice, actually. I worked forever at Red Robin.
Yeah.
I worked
No
at
shit,
Red
yeah.
Robin for 5 years.
Yeah.
And it was horrible. It sucks working there. Being
Yeah.
a waiter there is not fun. There's
No.
children and bottomless fucking
Yeah.
everything. You're just getting refills
Yeah.
and fries and
It's
kids
like a little
throw
bit
up.
of America in Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I worked there, but because it's fucking Red Robin,
Yeah.
they have like 150 people on payroll.
Yeah.
So you can just be like, hey, I want to pick up a shift. And I did like cooked, I did serving, I was a shift leader for a little bit, like did all the shit. So basically I could just be like, hey, I want to work Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Tuesday day. Does anyone have shifts that they want covered? And every time someone would
so
let
you
me
weren't
cover
even
shit.
on the schedule. You were just like, you were the call-in guy.
Yeah.
You were a mercenary.
Yeah.
The Deadpool of Red Robin, if you will.
Pretty
That's
much.
awesome.
Yeah, and I like got in tight with like the managers, and so there was times where like they would have me on the schedule, but I'd just basically be like, hey, I'm on tour like this month, just don't schedule me. And
Yeah.
then I'd go do shows on the weekend, come back in town on like Monday, and I'd be like, I'll make a little extra money like
Yeah.
Thursday, Friday, and then pick up a couple shifts. So
Oh,
I
that
did
actually
that.
sounds pretty okay.
Yeah, it was sick. And like, especially because I've seen so many comedians who like quit their day job because like comedy's going well,
Yeah.
and then there's just a month that's a drought, and they're like
Yeah.
scrambling for
Living
money.
in their car.
Yeah, and so I didn't have to do that ever. And then, but it sucked. Just working, I hated it. Every day
Oh,
I went
dude.
in, it was
Yeah.
a nightmare.
I've eaten there a couple times, and every time I leave, I'm like, I couldn't imagine working
Yeah.
here. And
Food
I-
is phenomenal. The
It's
food's
good.
Really
It's
good.
good. It's their French fries. They're bottomless for a reason
Yeah.
because they're delicious.
Yeah, they're sick.
Sweet,
And,
man.
like, yeah, so then I found a job now that basically does the same thing, but it's a much smaller team. It's
Yeah.
like 20 of us maybe.
Okay.
And it's just like a little local, not a
Do you
local,
want to
it's
give it a
Original
shout out?
Joe's, yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Original Joe's is
Location.
great.
Yeah, Ellerslie.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, so they're like just super good with my schedule, and they knew when they hired me that I was a comedian,
were
like
getting.
that was the focus. So yeah, they've been
Sweet, man.
unreal about it.
That
Cool.
area's blown up, eh? There's
Yeah.
things everywhere now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the day job, but it's still pretty sick. Like I get to watch football and pour beers.
That's
like,
dope.
It's fucking
Living the
awesome.
dream, man. That sounds good. Telling jokes, pouring beers, watching football.
Yeah.
Who's gonna win the Super Bowl this year? Throwing it out there now.
I think the LA Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles are going to be in the NFC Finals, and whoever wins that game wins the championship.
You think so?
Like they're
Calling it now.
they're so sick. They're unstoppable.
Dig it. Are you
Yeah.
stoked for the XFL? Because I know sure shit I am.
Yeah, I'm
It's
pretty
gonna
excited.
be amazing.
I'm excited for anything that Vince McMahon does.
Right? Gets his fingers in. It's gonna
Yeah.
be good. It's gonna be good. Hey, did you know you share a name with a Bitcoin dude?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I fucking hate
Oh.
that guy.
Yeah, I would too.
I just
Yeah.
comment mean shit on his like I'll see his Facebook post. I'm like, fuck you. Why'd you take my website?
Oh yeah, I
awesome.
like Googled him, and I'm like, you're not a comedian, you're a Bitcoin entrepreneur, and like, yeah, you have to add comedian too.
Yeah.
But you know what? You're gonna get big enough one day that he's gonna Google himself, and your name's gonna
Yeah,
come up.
the whole
Fuck
first
Bitcoin.
page.
Yeah, that's what I say. Fuck Bitcoin.
It's so frustrating. All I want in my whole life is to be the most famous person from my high school, and
That's sad. Vince, what high school you go to?
I went to a small high school. There's like 100 and some
Well,
people
there you
graduated.
go.
Nope.
Really?
Girl that I graduated with is like a country singer who's like been nominated for like Canadian Country Music
Oh,
Awards, and she's
fuck
done like
off.
Big Valley, and she sang the national anthem for a Nashville
last
Predators game.
Is her last name Brown? No.
No.
Okay, that's not her. Okay.
Her name's Allie. She's actually sick. She's cool too.
Damn it, you gotta
Super
knock her
hot.
off though.
I know.
Or knock her up, and you guys become a power couple.
Boom.
There you
Boom.
go.
You're telling jokes. She's singing songs.
And when she
Guys
becomes
are-
famous, you just go for alimony.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever gets more famous has to get a prenup written.
You're welcome for that. So now that we've gotten to know you a little bit, we'll let you plug the show at the end of the night again.
Yeah.
Wow, we're gonna get into some random thoughts, and I
Are you
want to
ready?
lead into random thoughts because I've always said that coffee is just basically bean water, whereas you have a different take on what coffee is. Maybe bean broth. What's the difference? I don't
Ooh,
even
know
know
that. Yeah, it's bean broth. It's definitely bean broth.
I think
I'm
it's
gonna
just
have to.
bean water.
No, there's a difference between broth and water.
Roasted bean
Yeah.
broth. You'd
Ah.
order that at a restaurant?
You can't order bean water.
You could. You just
Okay, we'll try it out tomorrow. We'll go and we're like, can I get a bean water?
You order bean broth.
I'll order bean broth. You order bean water, and they will look at both of us like we're fucked. First of all,
Is it bean soup?
Would it be? It wouldn't be stew because you soak the beans.
no, because stew is thick and like got like potatoes. And
I get the broth of it, but like
tomato soup. Is there tomatoes in tomato soup?
supposed to be.
Yeah, like
it's pureed. You know, pureed coffee.
yeah. Well, yeah, kinda, because that's you
The
take the
grounds?
beans and you grind them up. You put them
but
in
that's
that
not-
little
pour the
puree
water, and you
machine.
filter the water
yeah.
through it. If it was a
filtered.
broth, you'd bubble it and you'd get all the bean.
It's a
essence.
tea.
What do you think a French
tea.
press is?
It's a bean tea.
Oh, okay, fair. Bean, but then what's tea? What's tea?
Because
You
tea
know?
is like leaves and
Is it leaf broth then, or leaf,
leaf,
water?
leaf broth.
Leaf broth.
Leafy broth,
Leafy broth. Vegetarian broth, I guess.
vegan broth.
Yeah, that's what you're in for random thoughts. Okay, let's get it going.
I want to order like from a restaurant that way, like in the creepiest way. I'd just be like, yeah, I'd like a peppermint broth, please.
What's that, sir?
Peppermint broth.
I want it frothed.
I want peppermint broth with cow juice. Sweetened cow juice, please.
Fresh from the teat. At what age do you lose contact with fucking technology? Like you stop understanding technology because everyone
That's up
gets
to
to
you.
a point.
No, that's
where
up to you, man.
Where they check out on technology.
That's
where
up to
they
you.
they don't get it anymore. Like I was over at my parents' house and I had to hook their Crave up because they just couldn't grasp it. My mom's like, "Oh, I'll call Shaw." I was like, you do it online.
It's not going to be like that for us.
I think it is.
Well, that's
I
your
think
choice. It'll never be like that for me. There's no fucking way
Do you know
I
what
can
I'm
do that.
saying, Alex?
My dad and his shitty girlfriend.
Yeah.
We call her Shitty Deb, just not to her face.
Shout out to Shitty Deb.
And, I'm not worried about her hearing this because she can't use technology at all.
See, but you know what I'm talking about. At some point, you kept up with it, and then you fell off.
I don't know what. This is the craziest thing. So there's like a block at some point. So my parents got divorced 5 years ago now, and so my dad had never touched a computer. He was straight like he had the funniest life ever. He's just this like little French dude, and he worked like out on the oil rigs, and then he'd come home and like drink beer and watch hockey and like smoke weed and go to bed.
He was a man's man.
Yeah, that's all he did. Like
Yeah.
he just worked on the rigs, whatever. And then my mom took care of everything, like all the bills, all that. She was a stay-at-home mom, like whatever. So they got divorced. My dad had never turned on a computer in his whole life. Like he didn't know. So of course, like a good rig boy, he goes out and buys like a $2,500
The best of the best,
MacBook
yeah.
immediately. And so I set him up. I teach you get him FaceTime going, get him on Facebook,
Yeah.
teach him how to use he creates an email account for the first time, figures out how to use it, gets online banking going, figures out how to pay his bills and all that shit.
Forgot it
Like,
as soon as you stepped out
No,
the door.
gets kind of everything. Like every once in a while he's getting tripped up, whatever. This year buys a brand new car.
Yeah.
Gets top of the line. He bought a Mazda for like 55 grand somehow.
Holy fuck.
Wow. He's like, can I get the most expensive Mazda you have? It's
Is it
just a
gold
Mazda with
plated?
another Mazda stuffed inside of it.
Yeah, it's got everything, man. It's got this little display system. You cruise, you can only see it from the driver's seat, and you're cruising, and the speed limit of the road, your sat nav, and the speed you're going are all displayed. Like it looks like it's floating above the hood, like the way it bounces off the glass.
HUD, yeah.
Yeah, and only you can see it. So he's got
Don't
that
get a
going.
rock chip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's expensive window.
So, no, it projects from the dashboard onto the window. So you just
fuck.
straight. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's dope.
So he has that thing going and like the sat nav, whatever. And for whatever reason, he can't figure out the sat nav. He
Yeah.
can figure out Google Maps on his phone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, but he can't figure it out because it's
on
in
a
the car.
Different platform. He's
And,
just like, I don't get it.
He just can't. And bro, it was the most frustrating. I was trying to get them there. Went to vacation in Ontario.
Yeah.
So they're driving.
Oh, so you're trying to explain it to him while he's driving?
No, I'm trying to get
okay.
it set up.
So he
that
just
it takes
goes
the
and
thing.
follows
Yeah,
it.
So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, boom, whatever. I'll put in their destination, and then I look and I'm like, oh fuck, this takes you through the states. So I go to the settings, I turn off like border crossings, and then I go and I put it in, like it's fine, and then I exit, turn it back on, and of course it's back in the states again.
Yeah.
And so I was like, fuck. I was like, every time they turn off the car,
He's going into the States.
He's going to the States.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I was like, motherfucker. So like could not figure out how to do it. So I was just like trying to show them how to turn off like border. It's literally you just go like the
It's a
normal
button.
way. Yeah, it's one button. You go like options,
Yeah.
and then you go map options, like turn off border crossings.
Yeah.
It's 3 steps.
Could not get it.
Not a fucking
No.
chance they could get it. And then
He
it was-
calls you. He's like, my fucking dash cam is now in Dutch. I don't know what I did.
Yeah, like just absolutely fucked. And then I was like, you know what, whatever. I was like, I'll put one destination for them. I was like, I'll get them to Manitoba.
Yeah.
And then once you go from Manitoba, you can go.
You
to
don't have to
Ontario.
go through
Yeah.
the
So I was
yeah.
like, until you get to Manitoba, follow the Manitoba map.
Yeah.
And then and then from there.
Well,
go
fuck,
there.
just get on the Yellowhead and drive. That'll
Yeah.
take you to Manitoba.
Exactly. And so I'm like,
Blink and you'll be past Saskatchewan.
do that. They're good. Of course, they're on the road. And like the next day, I get a call like, oh yeah, we saw the signs for the U.S. border, and we had to turn around, my son, because the Calais, we were almost down there. Like, and I was just like, motherfucker, how much work do I have to do for you to not go into America? Like, how?
You were
What?
supposed to go on the road trip with him, Alex. That was the plan.
And then his fucking shitty girlfriend's like, oh yeah, when we come back, like we want to go like the long way around the lake. So like if I just start going, like we'll put the GPS to go home and then we'll drive that way and it'll take us the long way. And I was like, why
It doesn't work that
Why
way.
the fuck would it ever take you the long way? It's literally designed to take you from where you are to the place you're going as fast as possible. That's why they made these things.
Damn it, shitty Deb.
Uh,
Killing me.
that's amazing.
Like, oh god. It was a nightmare.
I'm anxious just listening to that story. Ducks are the ultimate animal in the fact that they can fly, swim, and walk. They're like the ATVs of the animal world.
And they have those weird corkscrew penises.
I learned that from a YouTube video, a DuckTales YouTube video.
Oh really? Have
Yeah.
you seen True Facts?
Yeah, is it where the... No, I have not.
Oh my god, this dude just does like a Morgan Freeman impression.
Yeah.
And he does like, it's like nature videos.
Yeah.
And they're called True Facts. And he's like, these are true facts about the duck.
That's amazing.
The duck has an 8-inch corkscrew penis. What?
No, it's awesome. Adult Swim did one with DuckTales, and it was like Scrooge McDuck, and he's like, they have corkscrew penises, and it's like set to the DuckTales song. Yeah, it's pretty great. So yeah, ducks. We all on board with ducks being the ultimate animal?
Nope.
The hippopotamus.
Why the hippo? More people die of hippos than sharks.
No one dies from a duck, so how are they the ultimate animal?
I didn't say they were the ultimate predator, fuckface. I said they were the ultimate animal.
Why
They
would
don't
that
need meat for sustenance. They
How
have
does that make them an ultimate
because
animal?
they don't need to hunt. There's food everywhere.
That makes them a vegan. They're gonna get weak and get eaten by a fucking wolf or
Iron
something.
deficiency. They're
They
very
eat
pale.
lots of nuts. They eat
Did
lots
you
of
see?
nuts.
Keeping on these fucking animals, these sea lions are raping king penguins.
Yes, they're knocking them over, and it's the funniest thing I've ever seen
Look,
in my
this
life.
little fucker's just fucking this penguin, and that penguin's like, "You're raping me," and he's like trying to bite the fucking.
When does that Me Too movement
Dude.
happen, where the penguins just get together and they throw the Weinstein of fucking seals?
It's not
to the
gonna
wolves,
happen.
to the polar bears.
It's not gonna happen.
No?
No, they're
I think we
horny,
should start-
horny sea lions or whatever.
We
the
should
fuck they-
start that. We'll get Benedict Cumberbatch to
Go
spearhead
out
it because he can't say penguins. He says penguins.
No,
Right?
I forgot about
He
that.
fucking narrated a fucking
I
penguin
know, and
documentary.
he said penguin different every fucking
every
time.
Every time.
Oh, it was good.
Sherlock.
Penguin.
Penguins. I'm
Um,
Benedict Cumberbatch and penguins.
have you? I don't know why this makes me laugh so hard, but animals fucking other animals is the funniest thing.
It's fucked.
Oh, it's because it's weird. You're like, because you want to see the offspring.
Have
You're
you
like,
seen the monkey that jerks off with the toad?
Yes.
Oh,
He
yeah.
uses the toad as a fleshlight.
so
When-
yucky.
That's why. That's why we. That's
That
why
poor
we
toad.
evolved from monkeys because we know how to fuck things.
When he realized he could fuck that toad until it died, he got so happy.
That
He was
toad,
just
right?
looking at it. He was like, "Oh, you like could see the
Does that-
light bulb just
Y-
bing."
yeah.
Does
just
the
like,
toad get Stockholm syndrome at some point where he craves the monkey cock?
I'm pretty
that
sure.
happen?
I'm pretty sure he just dies.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I feel like I grew up way more prepared to be a Pokemon master than a functioning member of society.
That's an unfortunate upbringing.
Okay, no? Nobody else?
That's
Go talk to your dad.
Yeah, I was gonna say your parents should have told you the cartoons are not real much earlier.
You shut up! I've been saving these Pokeballs for nothing. I throw them at dogs and they do nothing. Breaking Bad
Say
is.
your own name.
What if dogs just said bark? Like, bark. Like, no? That's just
What if
random
they were
thought.
called barks?
Boom.
Like Pokemon. What if we named animals like how we named
After,
Pokemon?
yeah, that'd be
like
weird.
chickadees. We did that with chickadees.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we did, eh? We did. A nap is just a snack-sized sleep. No? Moving on.
This is what I deal with. every day.
We live in 2018. Why can't you unselect an elevator floor?
Yeah.
Why is that not something we can do yet?
Holy-
Like, you accidentally push the 12th floor when you want
There's
to go to
gotta
the 21st?
be some like high-end apartment
Why
somewhere.
can't we do that? Or
I
that
know.
little Asian kid runs and he goes,
Yeah,
and
there's
then
gotta be
runs
to
off.
reset it,
That's
right?
Yeah.
why. That's why.
That's when you
Because
grab the
world-
little
no, no.
Asian kid and you fucking hold him, and then he rides with you the whole
Nah,
time,
guys.
all the way up.
The world needs joy. That's why.
fair enough.
Because fucking with people is one of the few joys we have left, and the good people at Thyssen Group Elevators and that one other elevator company.
Otis.
They're like zippers.
Why do you guys know the two elevator companies?
They're like zippers. It's like YKK and that other one are the only like two
I
companies that make
guess.
zippers.
Yeah, you're
Like,
totally right. I don't know the other company though.
Yeah, it's like so. Those people know that fucking with people is one of the few joys left, and so they haven't made a fix it
It's
button
just
yet.
a switch, probably. Just
Yeah.
like a simple thing.
Yeah, that's probably all it is. You literally have to make it, alternating current or whatever the fuck. Just switch
Yeah,
it
yeah.
so like
ACDC,
yeah,
as they
yeah.
say it in the worlds,
Yeah.
I think. Anyways, we're going to end Random Thoughts off with everyone's favorite segment, Domestication of Normal
Yes.
Shit. This is a segment that started.
Domesticated of wild stuff, not normal shit.
Nah, this is...
Normal shit is domesticated.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, a microwave is just a domesticated nuclear reactor.
Yeah.
Power plant?
Yeah.
Yeah?
It's a reactor. That's what
Yeah.
it is.
This is my favorite. I wrote a joke that basically uses this logic, but it's horrific.
Let's hear it.
It's
Wow,
super
let's-
bad. And it's so funny because I was like, when I wrote it, I was like, oh, that's funny. And everyone's going to get that I'm just like playing on like the fact that words, like language is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just got trigger words and people lose it.
Oh, hit me with the trigger words. The
just-
views of Alex do not reflect those of the Awesome Hour. Okay, go. We got our.
This
we got,
is the
okay.
whole bit is just technically speaking, rape is just sex is just consensual rape.
That's super true, though.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
that's
just an honest
like
thought. But
if it didn't have consensual rape, it's like recreational fentanyl. You don't usually put those words together,
Yeah,
but you can.
yeah,
they
exactly.
work.
That's the whole
They
point.
totally work. I
Yeah.
like it. I
like-
like it. Don't be afraid to use it. Use it.
Use it. Say it.
Yeah, YOLO. I live my life a YOLO at a time. But yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
We had like a fleshlight as a domesticated pussy at one
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
I don't
So
know.
is a wife. Am I right, fellas? All right. No, we can edit that out.
I love my wife.
It's live right now, so no, there's no editing.
No,
You done fucked up.
he's from the internet. I don't know, dear.
He's from the internet.
I came to you from the internet. Beware. The dark web, or you can buy kidneys and consensual rape.
Yo, did you hear?
Go on.
You can buy consensual.
Can we call
rape
this
with
episode "Consensual Rape" with
No,
Alex?
definitely not.
Come on.
Nope.
I will. No.
No.
Not at all.
No.
Never.
Not gonna happen.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna call it "Consensual Rape" with Alex.
Definitely not gonna
Nice.
happen because I'm the
Can
one
we
who
go-
pushes those buttons.
I like that your name is just singular for my name.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like
Alec,
you're like a
Alex.
domesticated version of him.
Like in more ways than one.
Right?
Mind blown. Let us know in the comments below what you think of tonight's show. News stories. Gonna get newsy with you. Thief wanted after nearly $100,000 worth of ramen
Yeah.
noodles were stolen.
Yeah.
Motherfucker stole a semi-truck full of ramen noodles. This story is all in the headline. There's really nothing to follow up with that.
Yeah, because they never caught him or anything, right?
No, they haven't.
What?
Police in Fayette County, Georgia, are on the hunt for a 53-foot wide long trailer packed full of ramen noodles after it was stolen outside a Chevron gas station last month. Each pack of noodles were about 50 cents, so about $100,000.
So regular Mr. Noodles.
Yeah, $100,000 worth of noodles at 50 cents a pack means that trailer was fucking
Pack.
full
It was
of
like
ramen noodles.
you ain't getting nothing else in there except for ramen.
If you only get ramen noodles for every event in your life, your dad probably stole this truck. That's a fact. So yeah, I
What?
don't know. Do you think he knew that it was full of ramen noodles?
I was gonna say either this dude is a doomsday prepper,
Right?
or he was just like some dude down. Where was it in Georgia?
Yeah.
Or
Life
just-
Fayette.
Oh yeah, that's just some dude out in the bush like, honey, I got me a truck full of merchandise. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck,
go-
it's ramen noodles.
The bag, like, God dang it! It's like
It's
that-
Asian spaghetti.
Do you remember that scene? Do you remember that scene from Zombieland where what the fuck's his name? The bald dude thinks he's like he opens the hostess trucks and it's all snowballs and not
Yeah,
Twinkies.
Twinkies, yeah.
That's him when he opens it. He's like, God, snowballs, ramen noodles. God damn, I hate ramen noodles.
Yeah.
Not the taste, it's the texture.
Yeah.
Oh, they're making a sequel to that movie.
Yeah.
He's coming back for it.
Yeah, he is.
Fuck
They are, yeah,
That
I'd
movie
watch it.
was
Think
so
they'll have a
good.
zombie Bill Murray?
Maybe. I
I
don't know.
hope so.
I don't know. He looks like a fucking zombie now.
Well,
He's like Bill Murray's looking rough.
he's old as fuck.
He's old.
Yeah.
But you gotta look at like Stan Lee. He's always looked like Stan Lee, even as he's gotten like
I know.
progressively older. He's one of those guys, or like
And
the
isn't he
one.
like 90?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not his keeper.
I'm not as keen.
I got a follow-up story on a story we touched on either last year or earlier this year at some point during our podcast career. A Canadian mint worker who was caught stealing 22 cookie-sized gold nuggets in his ass.
Yeah, in his prison wallet.
Yeah, in his prison wallet. Well, he's not going to prison. Our buddy Leston Lawrence of Ottawa, who was arrested for stealing gold up his butt, the defense actually came around and they blamed the mint on not having good enough security. And they were basically asking to have their gold stolen by some man with his butt. So he was supposed to do 30 months of jail time and pay $145,000 back, but he doesn't have to do that. He has to pay back $60,000, no jail time, but he only has 3 years to pay it back. If he doesn't pay it back, he has to do the 30 months of prison. So our buddy Leston got off pretty fucking easy for smuggling gold in his
As soon
butt.
as you said that, I thought you ever see the movie New Jack City?
Yeah, no. Maybe.
Super old. It's about this crack, like this giant building. Anyways, there's like they just sell crack out of them. Mass
Yeah.
amounts of crack in New York.
All the crack.
Like all the crack in the world.
Yeah.
And they got all these chicks in just in their titties and their underwears.
Well, they don't want them
Making
stealing
crack.
the cocaine.
Exactly.
Crack cocaine.
So they fucking frisk them.
Yeah, I've watched drug
Yeah,
movies.
mint. Get it right. Get
Yeah.
chicks with their titties out.
Yeah,
to
just-
sort your money. Like,
Yeah.
what are you thinking?
Idiots.
How does only in Canada does the defense work? It's like they wouldn't dress that way if they didn't want to get robbed. That's basically the
Why are
argument
your
they
employees
use.
not running around naked so you can see if they're shoving shit in their ass that they want to fucking take out of there?
Here's the thing: is I get that logic, but the defense is way easier than that. All they had to do is be like, this guy is clearly going to do more harm in prison than out. Do you know how many drugs he's going to
gonna
be bringing
mule in?
into prison? Like,
How many
If he
ramen
can
noodles he's smuggling into prison?
this guy's snuggling ramen up his booty hole.
That's like
My prison wallet's full. You ain't getting nothing else in here.
I got them street flavors like sweet chili heat.
If you send that guy to jail, like prison stabbings are going up tenfold.
Right?
These guys bringing in shanks. He's a fucking
He's coming in as the kingpin.
yeah.
He's just gotta
maybe your
lose.
sex tape.
I guess coming in as the kingpin. That's actually a pretty macho sex tape.
Yes.
Hey, I'm the kingpin and I'm coming in.
There you
It's
go.
like, but it's CUM is how it's spelled.
Yeah,
Exactly.
and it's consensual. Not forcing myself on anyone. Man bites off golfer's finger to the knuckle at a Massachusetts golf club. I wrote this story in the morning. It's breaking as we speak. Like it's still
Yeah,
more.
yeah.
Brooks actually sent me. There's more to it, like the names and shit, but it doesn't matter. These fuckers in Boston were fighting at a golf course. Homie grabbed other homie's hand and bit his fucking thumb off at the knuckle.
Why?
They were mad at tea
Yeah,
times or
you
something.
ever play golf? I get that.
I don't fuck with golf. It's
I play
boring.
golf.
I think it's boring.
It's when you play it, it's fun.
You play golf?
I played golf. I
You
didn't
played
say
golf?
I play golf.
You don't strike me as a golfer.
I killed it. I was a natural, apparently.
Nice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
for
I'm
you.
glad you quit.
No, I don't like it.
This guy's a natural at everything. He fucks bitches on dirt bikes while jumping canyons.
Got pictures to prove it.
He's got pictures to prove it. Of course he's going to be an amazing golfer.
Makes sense.
I know it
Makes
was Tiger
total
Woods.
sense. But anyways, they got into a fight. The cops showed up. Homie's being charged with assault and mayhem. Other guy got his thumb taken to the hospital where they can't reattach it.
It's gone.
They have the thumb. They just can't reattach it because it was bit off at the knuckle. They described the sound as somebody biting into a Dorito.
Ooh, that means
Yeah.
he fucking chomped
He
her.
was mad.
Ugh.
If you were to bite a body part off in the heat of anger, what body part are you biting off?
I'm answering that
The
question.
nut.
The nut? Just going, pulling, just one nut?
I was going straight for the dick, so.
Just one nut? Just one nut.
Yeah, leave him with a reminder.
Nice it. I like it. It's like FUBAR. You're going for the dick.
Nah, I'd probably
Tyson
pull a
went for
Tyson.
the-
I'd probably pull a Tyson and go for the ear.
Well,
Or your nose.
Did Tyson bite the ear?
Took Evander Holyfield's
That's
ear
it.
right off.
Yeah.
Well, not the
We
whole
seem
thing,
to
but a
forget
chunk of
about
it.
that. No one really talks about the ear biting anymore.
Because
of all the dudes raping women.
That helps.
Ear biting's not as big of a
true,
deal.
though.
It is. It's a very heavily
mean-
rape cultured. Not
That's
that
the
we
thing.
endorse.
It's not rape cultured. What are you talking
one-
about?
I don't know.
That's one of the good things about this Me Too movement is you can get away with the smaller things now.
Like ear biting, the finer things in
Fuck.
life.
You gotta look for a silver lining.
I ate his
guys.
thumb with a little bit of fava beans.
Right.
Anyways,
Fuck.
that concludes news. Moving into music, brought to you by Hi-Fi and Stage Dives, where this week Ivan engages the kill switch and lets you know what's going on with the double bass drums of the kill switch engage.
That's exactly why I didn't fucking put that in the title.
Why?
Engage the kill switch.
Well, no, because I just sold it for you. Anyways, listen to Ivan every Tuesday, wherever you listen to podcasts. Oh, fun story. When this podcast released, Ivan will have done another trip around the sun.
Oh, shit, yeah, you're totally
happy
great.
birthday, Ivan. You're here for
Thank
the
you.
birthday podcast. We're going to give him the bumps after. No,
Happy
we're not.
birthday, Ivan.
We're not going
Thank
to
you.
touch him. You're a year older and stuff. Keep on keeping on and stuff.
Sure.
You don't look a day past a day and stuff. Keep going.
Okay. So, Mr. Post Malone, did you hear about all this?
Breaking news, he was in a plane that couldn't land, had to
So,
circle, blew tires.
So what happened is, okay, I'll break it all down.
Break
So
it.
Monday he was at the MTV Music Awards where he took home Song of the Year for Rockstar featuring 21 Savage.
Wasn't that yesterday? Tuesday?
Monday. Tuesday?
What day is it?
It's Tuesday today, bud.
Okay, so Monday. Okay.
Yeah, so Monday. So yesterday.
Your facts are correct.
Yes. They closed the show doing Rockstar, and they closed it with like a mashup thing with Aerosmith.
Aerosmith.
Yeah, which was totally cool. And they did Dream On.
It's like a millennial walk this way, right? 'Cause then
Kinda.
Yeah.
It was
It's
cool.
Run DMC.
Yeah.
Post Malone is the Run DMC of 2018.
Definitely not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that.
Thank you. But he
Nobody's
did-
gonna
picked up his guitar and he played his guitar because he's a
for
good guitar
consensual
player.
rape, but he can't get behind a Post Malone.
I mean, I like hip hop too much to be able to say that.
Fair
If you were
one.
like Kendrick Lamar is the Run DMC of 2008, you'd be like, I can get behind that.
A little bit, right?
Fair
A little bit.
Or
a
like
little bit.
Childish Gambino.
He won a lot of
Yeah,
awards
I can get behind some
for This
Childish
Is America.
Gambino.
He won
Did
a lot
he?
of awards. For
Yo,
that.
that video is whack.
That's
Oh.
crazy.
How
Nuts.
many times have you watched it?
A bunch.
It's different every time I watch it.
And
More
then,
things
like,
happen.
rewind
Different
spots
things.
and
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, he played. They did that and they closed it all off. Won his awards. They left. So he's leaving a fucking New Jersey with 16 passengers in this plane. When they're taking off, the tires explode. Two
Yeah, there's
tires.
probably too many people.
2 tires. So I don't know if it was the 2 back ones or one in the front, one in the back. I don't know how it fucking worked. No, it wasn't too many people. It was a private jet.
How do
You know what? I don't want to fly on private jets. Everything you hear about planes going down and shit's always on a private jet.
Yeah.
You only hear about Korean planes going missing, so I won't fly private jets or Korean airlines, and I'm safe. Life hack.
I wonder what. There's got to be a correlation somewhere. Like, do you think that it's like rock stars are just too good at getting pilots to do drugs with them?
I don't know, right?
Right? Like it's a party, and
'Cause
they're
you
like,
gotta look
"Yo,
at, like, the
fuck, I
Travis
can't. I'm
Barker
fucking
thing."
flying a plane." No, you're not. You're doing these bumps off these titties.
Yeah.
Maybe because on a private jet you only need one pilot, and on a commercial jet you need
No,
two.
you need 2. You need 2 on a private.
Really?
Yep.
You're
You always have to have a co-pilot.
You know that for sure?
Pretty sure on it.
You're pretty sure?
Pretty goddamn sure.
I'm gonna let it go because it's your birthday.
Maybe it's just because there's like less people keeping tabs on them. You know what I mean? Like I feel like
That is more possible. I can get behind that.
And I feel like
it's
you're
more-
allowed to smoke in private jets. Everyone's just
Yeah.
You're allowed to do
smoking
whatever you want on a
cigarettes.
private
Yeah.
jet.
fucking darts.
Exactly.
It's like
So-
a house. It's a house in the sky.
Exactly.
Yeah, legit. So they did a fucking emergency landing in New York, but the fans heard about it.
Yeah.
So a whole bunch of fans ended up at the fucking New York Stewart International Airport in Newburgh, about fucking 120 kilometers north of New York City, after hearing that it was all happening to make sure he was okay for support.
No, you got to support him.
Jesus.
He tweeted, and this is fucking amazing. He's like, "I landed, guys. Thank you for all your prayers. Can't believe how many people wish death on me on this website. Fuck you, but not today."
That's pretty harsh.
Right?
People wish death on me. Fuck you.
Yeah.
That's harsh. Like,
What?
Well, it's
Wishing death
true.
on him or him saying fuck you to people?
no, the death thing.
Okay.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You don't
Lots
want
of-
to wish death on
Dude, when you're
somebody.
rich and you're famous like that, you're gonna get death threats coming on your fucking ass.
Yeah.
Especially post
I
for the shit he's
we
done.
do get a lot of death threats for the podcast,
I was
so I
gonna
guess.
say-
I guess.
I'll meet anybody in fucking Edmonton on the street.
Shut up.
The thing
You know I fucking will. I don't give a fuck who you
Go
are.
on, Alex. Go on.
I don't think death threats, like most of the time, death threats aren't meant. Like I utter death threats towards celebrities. I tell Alex Fortin all the time.
Well, fuck that guy. That's what I
Yeah,
say.
fuck him. I hope he dies. Him and his goddamn Bitcoin Can suck
And then you go in there and be like, I'm the real Alex Fortin.
Yeah.
He was fucking,
Dude,
he stole my
and
identity.
You assume his identity and his bitcoins. Now you're the richest
I have a
internet
birth
currency.
certificate. I have a birth certificate that says
Kaboom.
Alex Fortin.
Bitcoin.
I feel like Bitcoin Alex Fortin might have been on Rogan though.
Fuck that guy.
Maybe.
It's an
But see,
impersonator.
if I met that guy, I'd probably just be like, "Yo, nice, we have the same name. This is sick," and like I'd hang out with him.
Dude,
so.
you guys should have a Freaky Friday where he goes in your body and you're going his body,
that'd
and
be
like you
super
have to
fun.
pretend
I
like
wish
you know,
I was Alex Fortin.
right? And now you're like, oh fuck, bitcoins, and you just spend them frivolously,
Yeah.
and then
No,
he's
no,
like
you-
trying to do comedy, and he's getting tomatoes thrown at him because people
See.
do that now.
And you
Yeah.
can throw Bitcoin at him.
See, that's the thing. If we did that, if we did like a 1-day Freaky Friday, I could fuck his whole life up. He couldn't really do anything to me.
No.
Right?
Like, what's he like? I'm just gonna make a Bitcoin wallet for me and then transfer all his Bitcoin to my Bitcoin.
Right?
You could call it Alex's prison wallet.
Moving on.
Just saying. Yeah, but he was scheduled to play Reading and Leeds Festival in England. So
Oh, yeah?
that's what he was doing. He was flying. Yeah, so they were going to do a thing.
A
and
thing with this space.
they were flying, you know, real fast and
Did he
stuff.
run out of time? Did he make it to the shows?
No, he didn't make it to any of his
No,
shows.
a lot
The
of
FAA is
disappointed
looking into
fans.
it, but they don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, they also let a dude steal a plane, do some flips, and then crash it.
Dude,
so.
that
Yeah.
was crazy.
That dude, he's like, how did you learn to fly a plane? He's like, I've played video games. So that makes me like, I've played Grand Theft Auto. Can I fly a plane?
Wait, is that?
That's what he said.
Wait, what do you mean? Didn't he die?
He's
He
dead.
crashed it. Yeah,
But
he
they
was
have-
like doing barrel
He was
rolls and shit.
talking with the fucking.
Oh,
Traffic,
like on the
flight
air
traffic.
traffic control.
Yeah.
That's the best. That dude's a hero. I love that guy.
He tried everything to keep him fucking, but
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that like he took his own life, but that's. Have you heard Bill Burr's bit where the dude jumps out of the helicopter and?
No.
Oh, do you guys listen to Bill Burr?
I fuck with
Yeah.
Bill Burr
Okay,
every now
yeah.
and then.
He has this amazing bit on his special about like this guy. Basically, this dude inherited a helicopter company from his dad.
Bitcoin butt plug.
Yeah.
Hashtag Bitcoin butt plug.
Who said that?
Who do you think? Who hashtags on there?
My wife? No. that's gross. Moving on. Go on.
So this dude jumps out of this plane like the second week that this guy took the company over. Turns out it was like this old guy who had like a terminal illness and he was suicidal. Like that's why he jumped
And he
out
was
of the plane.
done.
Yeah, and so Bill Burr has a whole bit on it, and it's an amazing bit, and everyone should watch it. But the whole point of the bit is like that guy's a fucking hero. He's like he just took control. He was like, "Fuck this! Like
I'm out."
I'm not fucking with this disease anymore." So I love that dude went, "Fuck this." He's like,
I imagine the
"I want to
fall.
fly a plane."
No, but I imagine the fall would be amazing. Like, you know you're done. You don't give a fuck. That, like,
That's
10
the-
seconds you're
dude.
free falling would just be the most freeing shit ever.
You literally nailed the whole bit. That's the
Oh,
funniest part
yeah?
of the bit is like he's flying. He's like, "1 more second of pain." Or he's like, "4 more seconds of pain."
You
Like,
wouldn't even
falling
feel the
through air.
pain. You'd be so high on adrenaline. You'd just be like,
Yeah,
oh,
be done.
fucking, his dick's rock hard for the first
Yeah.
time in fucking years. He's like, yeah!
You need to listen.
Okay,
I
I'll check
want
it
to
out.
watch
Yeah.
you listen to this
Okay.
bit after the podcast
Done.
because
Awesome.
you're going to love it.
Done. I like
Yeah.
it.
So Limp Bizkit.
Oh, before we get too far away from Post Malone,
Yeah.
the Insane Clown Posse was
Oh,
supposed
yeah.
to play in Edmonton. They canceled their Canadian
Did you see?
tour.
Did you figure out why?
They haven't let anyone know. I guess they played in Vancouver the first night of the Canadian tour. They only played a half an hour set. Apparently, their lighting guy didn't make it over. Violent J,
Yeah.
which is one of the two, he wasn't having it, so he left stage early. So I guess it's a good thing. But Canadian Juggalos are up in arms about the Insane Clown Posse canceling their dates. So,
Darn.
yeah, that's Juggalo news. Whoop whoop. Drink Fago.
Fuck.
Can we make
I
that
wish
a
my
segment?
fucking soundboard was
Can we make
working
that a
right now.
segment?
I'd be hitting
Juggalo
all
news
the
with Alec.
lasers.
What would my clown name be? I'd be like Dark Clown of the Basement. I got nothing.
I was gonna start thinking. Anyways, so Limp Bizkit was playing a show, and it was their second last song.
Was he rocking the set?
Here's the best part: it was break stuff, and it was during the Boomtown Fair in Winchester, England, and they literally broke stuff.
Yeah.
Winchester.
It rained for fucking 2 days straight where they were,
Yeah.
and the fucking roof
Yeah.
dropped enough water to fill a fucking jacuzzi all over fucking Westmoreland's gear.
Oh no.
Busted fucking everything.
Westmoreland probably has some good gear.
Oh, he has wicked gear and lots of like one-off handmade shit. So
How was his body paint? Was it okay?
he was wearing a weird thing, but he wasn't near it when it happened.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so like it fell over his gear, broke. It took 2 days of drying out his gear and rewiring to get it all working.
I'm not gonna lie. I'd go see Limp Bizkit in a heartbeat. If someone's like Limp Bizkit's coming, I'd be like, oh, I'm buying
They
tickets.
finished the show, or they finished that song. They
I'd
finished
go.
break stuff, and
As
then
long as he doesn't
Dude.
play anything off Golden Cobra or whatever the fuck it's called, I'm cool with it.
The song "Hot Dog" like changed my life.
Oh,
I think,
dude, right?
a little bit.
That whole album is fucking
Yeah,
amazing.
chocolate starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Oh, Yeah.
It took me
That's
so
a
long.
euphemism
yeah,
for
butt
buttholes.
sex.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, oh, yeah. Fucking love
Dude,
that album.
That album.
Rolling.
Yeah,
Rolling.
man. It
Rolling.
was such an interesting time. That like growing up,
Music, right?
yeah, growing up in like that time, and my mom was super cool. My mom was like she's like not really a hippie, but like she's got like very hippie mentality where she's like, like don't hurt people, but if you like something,
you were free
go for it.
range.
Yeah. So yeah, I was a free range kid, and so like not super crazy free range, but yeah. And then listening to like that, and then Blink 182's "Take Off Your Pants and Jacket," and I found
Right.
that meant like masturbating, and I was like, eh.
Yeah.
And like I was like 13 or whatever, and then
Music was amazing.
Eminem just came out with what was I was 11 I think when the Eminem show came out,
Yeah.
and so like
You're very influential at that time.
yeah, and it was
Influenceable.
influenceable, yeah. So
Influenceable.
Influenceable.
Influenceable. Tomato, tomato. That's what I say.
Potato. Remember? Tomato, potato. That's what you say.
potato, tomato.
Fuck the
Whatever.
police.
It's also what you say.
So yeah, that was.
Say that
You got
too.
anything for music news?
Yeah, the Eagles have knocked off Thriller as the #1 selling album ever.
What?
Eagles' Greatest Hits is now the #1 selling album ever.
Wait, but
They
like
bumped Thriller
Post
to #2.
Malone
But
just
wait.
did that.
But wait.
No,
but wait.
Oh,
Post
they did
Malone
the best
must have-
song.
Yeah,
Best
my
single.
song.
Yeah.
How that doesn't seem fair because
It's best of, right?
well,
It's
and
bullshit.
also
I
like
feel like you stacked the deck.
did
in
they
your favor.
actually
No.
sell the copies or did people like download the copy of it from like iTunes and shit?
No, I imagine it would be physical copies
Nope.
because that's old people.
No.
And old
That's
people
all-
buy albums.
Counts all sales.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
So-
We had this discussion before, and I did a huge research on it. So yeah, I know exactly what
Getting
I'm talking
kind of
about.
aggressive with
Just
your
saying.
vibes.
Yeah, I
Have a
feel like
moment.
that's cheating. Thriller sold like well, I guess
Thriller's
I
still
guess
selling
you can
now.
still sell Thriller now too,
Yeah.
but like
So is the Eagles'
The thing is-
greatest hits, though. But like, it's a greatest hits album. They've stacked
Yeah.
the deck with all their hits. Thriller is a standalone album.
So
it
if-
has bangers and mash.
So
do you
if
think Thriller got most of its? Do you think most of its sales are still from when they
Halloween?
like originally sold?
yeah, it's
or do you think
pre-pedo for sure.
what?
Before his pedophilia shit came out. It's all pre that.
But like since
And he still made money after that. You
yeah,
have to think
but
about
I'm
that
saying
too.
since because people are still downloading it. Like I'm pretty sure I've
I'm sh-
downloaded
Oh,
the
yeah.
Thriller album at some point.
Yeah, yeah.
But you haven't paid
But
for it. Do
do
you
you
pay for music or do you Spotify premium shit? Or
No,
Apple
yeah,
Music?
I have Apple Music.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
It's weird,
I
right? It's a
think-
weird time for that to be a headline.
yeah.
Especially
and also like
those
who's
two.
downloading the whole album?
Old people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe it is digital. They're buying
It's
it.
a mix. It's
They're
everything.
getting-
Because you got to think. We talked about it. You got to think they're counting digital downloads and physical copies. And physical copies count for tapes now, records, and CDs.
So yeah, I
which
think
you'll be able to
like-
get Talking Reckless on all platforms
Yeah, you
when
will.
it drops October 5th after the recording. So whenever it
we're
drops,
recording October 5th,
Yeah.
and then yeah, we have to do all the editing
just
and
trying
that,
to
so.
sneak it back in. We'll talk about it again.
Don't have a
after.
release date yet, but yeah. But I would say I would put money on if I was a betting man. I'd put money on Thriller sold more hard copies than any other album of all time.
Eh,
Of all time, that didn't make sense.
no,
You
it
know
made
what I mean.
sense. I knew what you
I
were
know
saying.
what you're saying,
Yeah.
though, yeah.
We're picking
know.
up what you're putting down, as the kids say.
That's a good question, actually.
Yeah.
I wonder who sold the most physical copies ever. Physical
Well,
copies.
if you know, let us know in the comments below. Or don't.
That's
We
it? That's
never
all you
check
got?
That's all I got.
Cool.
Geek news. We're coming to the end of
Ow,
the
my
show.
neck.
I got a very light geek news. Y'all watch Netflix?
No.
do.
You Netflix and chill? Is that a
do.
thing the kids are still doing?
Yeah. From time
Do you
to
actually
time.
chill or do you have... Do people have sex while watching Netflix?
Not well.
No,
watching
you stop what
Netflix.
you're watching, right?
Yeah, well, sometimes I don't know how other people do it, but my Netflix is in the other room from my bedroom.
Oh.
I'm a big believer. I don't like the going to bed looking at screens thing.
No, yeah.
That's
So
cool.
I don't. Yeah, no TV in
Do
my
you
room.
charge your phone in your room?
I do, but
Yeah.
it's like,
See, I'm one step away from just getting an alarm clock again and
Yeah.
just charging my phone outside of it.
yeah, that's.
That's why I
I'm-
put my phone on Do Not Disturb. It goes on night mode. And
No, I
nothing
just want my
happens.
phone right out of my room.
That's fair. That's
But I need
absolutely.
to-
I can respect that.
It's hard to
it's
find.
tough to do.
Yeah, it's hard.
It's
I
weird.
still
lots
have-
of
I still
alarm
have a
clocks.
I still have a landline though,
Yeah.
so I'm still
Are
fucking
you?
with that.
I'm not one of those people who like sleeps with my phone on my bed though.
No,
Those
it's on my
people-
side table.
So many of my friends, like just millennials, man.
Yeah.
They just
Like
love.
on their bed?
Yeah, like literally sleeping and phone is like here, like
No.
beside
Nah,
their
fuck
head.
that. I don't want a
That's
tumor.
how you get to.
Don't tumor.
It's
not a tumor.
So, anyways, Netflix.
Netflix.
They're trying out commercials in other
Oh God.
international
Here we go.
markets. Yeah.
Looks
So
like
if
my
you're
streamy box is
During
making a
the
lot of work.
shows?
no, if you're binge watching, let's say Glow, because I got a glow story, so that's how I'm gonna
And then
play
it'll
it.
stop in the middle of before
No,
the
no.
transition.
Yeah, you know how if you're binge watching it,
Yeah.
they're like it just picks right up, doesn't even make you watch the credits.
Yeah.
Now it plays trailers for other shows or movies that are
No,
on
there was.
Netflix.
Yeah, what the fuck? I was watching something. It did that to me.
Did it really?
Yes, it did it to me.
You're one of the select few in Canada.
Yeah.
Then. But anyways, so you'll be able to pay. So the rumor has it you'll be able to pay
extra.
Pay extra to get rid of that.
Huh.
Here's the thing is, I kind of get the outrage of it, but I also get the other way of it, because like
Netflix is making quality programming and they need to pay for it.
yeah, exactly. Well, that's the other thing is like what you just want, like actors to not do Netflix shows
So
anymore.
how much are you willing to pay? Because already, like right now, Netflix is $14.99. How much are you willing to pay for no commercials on Netflix when you've already become accustomed to no commercials on Netflix?
Me, I'm watching the commercials. There's
See,
no
this is how it
chance.
starts, though. Remember going to movies when we were kids,
Yeah.
and they played trailers before the movies? There
Yeah.
wasn't commercials.
Yeah.
It was just a trailer and a movie.
Yeah.
Now you show up to the theater 20
And it's
minutes early. You gotta watch.
Coca-Cola.
And Scotiabank and Cars and then
Tampons.
Tampons.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
you from Kotex is always on at the movie theater for some
Always.
reason. Every
Alex
time.
like no,
Like,
no
I don't-
tampons.
Like,
I
this
don't
is
want-
Fast and Furious. Like, do some market research, you fucking idiots.
There's women here. There's women here. Shit. So yeah, Netflix, they're doing that. Why the Last Man? One of my favorite comic book series is going to TV. It's gonna be good. The story is all the men die except this homie and his monkey are the last men on Earth, and women. Have
Yeah, I remember you saying something
It's
like
a
that.
really good comic series. Like if you got time to kill and you want to read it, it's written by Brian K. Vaughan. It's
That's-
fucking amazing.
That's what I thought The Last Man on Earth was going to be.
Last Man on Earth was good. You fuck with that show?
I liked it until Phil became Tandy, and then it was horrible.
Right, like I liked Will Forte when he was on his own.
Yeah.
Like that first episode when he's just going around town destroying
Oh
shit.
my God.
Would have been
Awesome.
so fun to
Amazing.
film.
I
Yeah.
thought about doing that when I was a kid. I was like, it'd be awesome if it was all by
Bowling
myself.
balls into the fucking fish tanks.
Yeah,
like
one of the promos that I did for the album, I just beat the shit out of a microwave with a baseball bat.
That
it
is
was
amazing.
great. I
it
liked
was
it.
so much fun, and that's the whole thing. I just beat the shit out of a microwave, and then I go, come to my comedy show. It's October 5th, and then plug my website. That's the whole
wicked.
commercial.
Boom. Did you get the website comedyaf.com before AF took off as like a kid?
No, I got it after.
Oh, and you were still able to get it?
Yeah, I couldn't get the Instagrams or the Twitters. I had to get AF Comedian. Comedy AF was taken by like a meme page.
Yeah.
No.
Meme
But-
pages, right? That's a thing in
Yeah,
20.
they
Yeah,
pissed me off.
fucking memes and Bitcoin are ruining my career.
That's how I flirt with my wife.
I
Just
feel-
send her provocative memes. I'm
Of
like, hey,
bitcoins.
Bitcoins. Yeah, you want me to wear my dad's shoes? Oh, yeah.
Oh, so
Guess
sorry.
what's in my fanny pack? Oh,
Bitcoin.
so much, because it fits so much Bitcoin in my fanny pack. Anyways, lastly, Glow is getting season 3.
Nice.
I'm watching season 2 right now.
It's good.
It's good. I love that show.
Just started watching it.
Yeah, dude, I like it. I like wrestling, so like I'm
It-
for it.
I was like all
professional
stoked on.
wrestling, or-
Like the WWE. I
Yeah.
like it. I like that. And NASCAR. These are things that I enjoy watching, unironically.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's true. It's very
Yeah.
true.
Anyways, but yeah, no, Glow. It's getting to season 3. It's good. It's
Allison
good.
Brie took me for a loop when I started watching that again because I watched all the Community.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm like,
dude.
right?
yeah.
With
Allison
the
Brie.
Santa Claus episode, Allison Brie
Oh my God.
singing Santa Baby seductively
Ha-cha, cha-cha,
is
cha.
the most pornographic thing I've ever seen in my life.
So that's your
Like,
Netflix and chill.
I've watched horrible.
Amazon
Like
Prime and
I've watched Two Girls, One Cup. I've seen a woman shoot eels out of her vagina. Like
Who has it? Blue
all-
Waffle? You ever fuck with
yeah,
Blue
fuck
Waffle?
with the blue waffle. I have a bit about. I have a bit in my set that I'm gonna do during the show about how millennials are fucked up sexually, and people are like, I wonder what's like just when you go onto Pornhub and
Bringing
it's
it
always
back
like,
to memes. Have you seen the meme where the kid's looking at the geyser and then the next scene is the geyser blowing up, but
Yeah.
it's like Blue Waffle, Two
Yeah.
Girls, One Cup. It's like, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's why we're fucked up because
Yeah.
we had unfiltered access to the internet.
Yes, that's basically my whole bit. As I was the line that I love is I'm a pervert pioneer. I strongly believe that. I was one of the first people on planet Earth to have full access to the internet, and my
Right.
parents had no idea how to
Down-
use
What it was, yeah.
Downloading porn off LimeWire.
Yes,
took
Yes.
dude,
3
I
days.
mentioned that in the
Yes.
thing.
3 days, but you'd always name it something else, like the new Insane Clown Posse album or
Yeah,
something.
ICP.
Yeah, exactly.
And, like,
keep that in my head.
Yeah.
My parents never knew. It was like
No.
before. Parents didn't know like about
No
parental
clue.
locks. Like
No.
they didn't.
School
Well,
really
still-
didn't have it then.
I
right?
was in
Yeah.
school and they were trying to teach us about Hotmail, and one of the people put in Hotmail,
and he got a
Oh,
hot
and it
mail.
got porn. They got gay
Yeah.
porn
Yeah.
in school. There's firewalls now. You just think about it. It's like, no, you can't go there.
That
Not
reminds me,
allowed.
homie set up a fucking email account for his mom, and she's like, okay, whatever it is, at hotmail.com. She's like, come on, Shane. He's like, no, it's hotmail.com. She's like, no, it's not. It's porno. She didn't believe him.
I still fuck with Hotmail. I got not like the gay pornographic site.
I still fuck with Hotmail.
I still fuck with Hotmail.
I still got my original Hotmail
yeah,
account.
me too.
I
People
use
are
it
like,
for
oh,
all-
Hotmail, you haven't moved over to Gmail yet, hey? I'm like, no, I'm not an adult, and I never
I-
will be. Fuck
I got
you.
both, so fuck you.
For you, I feel like you guys are a little older than I am.
I'm 31, so I'm
Yeah.
not far ahead of you.
Yeah. But I feel like you guys, when you got your first email, was it just something normal, like your name?
I literally could have got like Alec Loney at hotmail.com, not like Alec underscore.
Yeah, you could
Capital
been the
locks
one.
L. Yeah.
Dude, we had my buddy my roommate downloaded like a new video game.
Yeah.
But he got like the beta version or whatever, so he was like one of the first people to like download the beta version, and he had to like name his character for like this online realm. He's like, what should I name my character? I was like, Brad. And then
It worked?
it
Brad
worked.
took?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
It's just-
fuck,
it's
that's
like-
worth money.
Yeah, it's in this
I feel like
like
you could sell it on eBay.
it's on this fucking like online like mythical world, like there's
Yeah.
some like vampire named Brad.
That's amazing. He's like the strongest fucker
Yo,
in
watch
his
out,
area.
Brad's coming.
Did you know Brad joined a guild with Terry and Doug? I don't even know how that happened. Look out for those guys.
That's amazing.
Awesome.
Now it's like underscore
674-375-4321.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah.
fuck.
But yeah, what did you guys have? What were your first emails? Were they like normal shit or were
Dude,
they...
my first Hotmail was little devil69 at hotmail.com.
Yes.
That, and I had that until I was like 21.
Yeah, bro. I had zero or die 33
That's amazing.
until I was like 21 probably.
Right? Like
Wow.
I hit that age where I had to start applying for
You have to
real
put
jobs.
a real email.
No, I was 20 because I applied for the city. And I went and got a real email
Oh my
address.
God.
That's
That's amazing.
69.
No, I didn't want to put that. But like my current email is like, I'm not even gonna say it, but it's got like
That's-
X's on the end because I was into like straight edge shit. I'm like, X, straight edge. I don't drink. I'm punk as fuck. I'll beat you up.
And now you're gluten.
Now I have, dude, I got stung by a wasp.
And
Like,
he's swollen.
I have like a gluten allergy.
Right,
Like
like
my
those kids.
ankle is the size of a fucking softball.
Are you gonna have babies?
I have a baby.
And passing those genetics on, hey?
I'm
Just
hoping he takes
fucking-
after mom, and he's already wicked smart, so I'm hoping. But he's pale as fuck, just like his dad. So the sun is his enemy.
I'm so scared of like overpopulation. I think we need to start.
I did one in vasectomy. One
Yeah.
and
Oh,
done.
nice. Yeah.
Boom.
Oh, yes.
Just
thank
enough
you.
to carry the name.
Dude,
Done.
I've been fucking like, I've been going back and forth on the vasectomy thing because I know so many dudes who say that they don't want kids, and it's like, yeah, but you're just a bitch because like you didn't get a vasectomy. Like if you really didn't want kids, you'd get a vasectomy.
Yeah. They're reversible. It's heavier surgery. Like
Yeah.
vasectomy, you're in and
And
out within an hour.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are they expensive?
To reverse it.
coin?
The reverse is,
Oh,
yeah.
but to do the
But you're a
vasectomy?
Bitcoin entrepreneur. You
Yeah.
don't care about money,
True.
Alex.
It's true. I do have an empire.
Yeah, right? No, vasectomies aren't like, it's like we had the one, we're like, we're stoked, that's good.
Yeah.
And we pulled the pin, and the best sex I've ever had was after my vasectomy.
Exactly. That's the thing. I'm
No
thinking
strings
about doing it
attached.
just because like I have sex with random women in small towns,
Yeah.
and then I worry about like, oh, what if like the
You're worried about
condom
getting
broke or-
pregnant, not
Yeah.
worried about your dick falling off?
I'd be worried
No.
about your dick falling
That's
off.
what I'd be worried about.
Especially if you ever play Thunder Bay.
That's fine.
Don't fuck Tina in Thunder Bay.
I did go to Thunder Bay. I was
You
there,
could
like,
pee on
last
her for
month.
$60.
Ooh, that's
That's a true story.
nice.
$60, you could pee on Tina.
That's
Damn it! I wish you would
gross.
have told me that before I went to Thunder Bay.
I hope she didn't charge you more. Fucking Tina and
I
her
had to
rates.
pay 80.
Oh God.
I just, yeah, I want to do the vasectomy thing, and like, I don't know, just don't. You can,
You know, you do you, man.
just
We support
not
you.
have to worry about it.
I'll
You
be
know
there.
what I
I'll
mean?
hold your hand.
Thank you.
Worst part is the smelling of. You can smell them soldering your.
Oh, I
your
heard
vast
that, yeah,
efforts.
yeah.
Sell them. I'm just gonna solder your sack. Oh no. And
Yeah, they
it's
do.
gonna-
And you
Yeah,
hear the
they
sizzle and the
solder it.
smell.
It's
and
a
you're like, you don't
laser.
feel it,
It's-
but you're like,
yeah.
it's like a little laser pen.
Yeah.
It's like a little lightsaber, if you will.
Is that okay? I was trying to explain that to someone, and someone was like, "No, that's not right." I was like, "I'm
That's
pretty
totally-
sure, like when
Yeah.
you do a vasectomy, they like because they just
Slit your
cut
nut.
the hole,
Yeah.
and then they like pull it out with like a little hook,
Yeah, like
And
like
weld it,
YouTube that shit.
and they weld
Yeah.
it. Have you ever
don't
seen,
YouTube it actually.
Have you ever seen the YouTube video of like how I don't know why the internet again the internet has ruined me for sure.
It's the Wild
I-
West now.
It's crazy. I know
Yeah.
what a dead body sounds like when it hits the ground from like someone
internet,
committing
right?
That's
suicide.
fucked up, right?
Yeah, like it's
Back
crazy.
in the day, you had to get the VHS from your buddy's older brother
Yeah.
to face
Yeah.
his death.
Yeah.
And you were only
Yeah.
allowed to watch it once before you had to pass it on. It had
Yeah.
like a code.
Yeah, yeah.
Remember in
Back in the
American
day.
Pie
And
where
you
they
had to-
the sex maneuver book that they passed on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You had to find porn in bushes for some
Forest
reason.
porn!
Forest porn. That's right.
Forest porn!
Forest porn.
Fucking so much forest porn. We found
Yeah.
a box and then we buried it and we
Dude,
like.
how cool!
Then
like,
somebody else found.
How
oh,
sick is
fucking
that of
forest
older
porn.
brothers to do? Older brothers were
was the
like, "Yo,
older
I know
brother.
some dudes are gonna roll through here," and it was when I was a kid, someone did this for me, so I'm
Right?
just putting this porno in like
Now I feel like if I want to do that for my kid, I got to take him to the forest and then just like leave the iPad out. Like, oh, it's left on weird. I don't know. This
Yeah.
I don't know.
we
I don't
had.
know.
We used to go. Are you guys from Edmonton? Like born and raised in
Yeah.
Edmonton? We were in like the Bears Paw Ravine.
Yep.
We used to. I lived like right there, and we used to go like dirt biking down there, and there was like all these little like we called them like fucking we called them like hobo nests.
They were hobo nests.
It was just like,
They were spots where people dumped furniture that hobo people moved in on.
That's where all the forest porn was.
Yeah.
With-
yeah,
with
that's
those,
always where the forest porn
yeah,
was.
with all
So we
those
used to
dirty
go-
ass couches.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we used to go dirt biking, and there'd be like little ash piles from where
Yeah.
people,
Yeah.
like
Had
that's where I got
fires.
drunk for the first time.
Oh, some of my best memories were in like the forest, the green belt behind my house.
yeah, bro.
I almost got decapitated dirt biking because one of the fucking people that owned the property put like a fucking barbed wire across and it caught me under the neck and took me off my bike.
Lunatics. That,
Fucking crazy. Edmonton, baby.
Did
That's
you
what I
find
tell
out
you.
who it was and
No.
murder their
I
family?
still have my head, so I'm happy. I mean, I shouldn't have been
Holy-
trespassing.
He's a really nice person. If
I'm
that
the
was me, I'd be in
nicest.
jail right now for murder.
I'm
Yeah,
the nicest.
That's crazy.
Speaking of nice people, Alex, you've been a fucking peach. Plug yourself. Let us know where we can find
Yes,
you.
dude,
listen
plug
to you.
yourself. We're live.
Let
Yeah.
us know
Name me your second.
you.
Cool. Yeah. Go to
Cool.
comedyaf.com. It's my website, Comedy Alex Forden. I'm doing Talking Reckless in October 5th. If you're in Edmonton, please come to the show.
ATB Arts Barn.
Yeah.
8 o'clock start.
7 and 9.
7 to 9. 7 to 9.
Yeah.
7
was in
start, 9 stop.
No,
No,
it's a
7,
9.
7 o'clock show and a 9 o'clock show.
Oh
We're doing
shit, you're doing 2 shows.
2
Yeah.
shows.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so we can splice the in case I fuck up.
That's okay. I like it.
So
Smart.
we can-
Smart planning.
Yeah, I'm doing the exact same. One of my buddies was like, "Yeah, I'm getting tickets to both shows." I was like, "I'm
It's the
doing
same show.
Yeah, I was like,
But I'm going to yell at different points.
Yeah.
'Cause you know your buddy wants to hear himself
Yeah.
on the recording.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's like, please come, please don't heckle if you do come, because that'll ruin everything. But yeah, I have to sell the ticket. Basically, at this point, I'm
Tickets
in
are $20.
Yeah.
A really cool poster. It looks like a parking ticket your homie made.
Nice.
Yeah, Jamie made that. That was sick. I want to give her a plug. Jamie Knoll. I don't think she has a website or anything. Fuck.
But hit up Alex if you want
Yeah.
to use Jamie for making some posters.
Yeah.
It was a really cool poster.
Yeah.
It looks like a
It's
parking ticket.
Unreal.
Cool.
And like where you would pay your fine is the price of admission.
Oh, that's
it was a
dope.
great
Dope.
poster.
Yeah, it was really cool. I gave her the idea of like, hey, I want it to look like this, and I want this information on it, and then she just like took it and ran with it.
And made a fucking
And,
wicked poster.
Yeah, this is the. I'll show it to the people, I guess. That's.
Camera right there.
No, this one. You were right. You're right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's dope as fuck. There you go.
Yeah.
Boom, looks like a parking ticket.
So yeah, it looks like a
One
parking
that I would
ticket.
never
She nailed
pay.
it. Yeah, $20.
I'll be there. I'm
That's
going.
rad.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
I want to be there. I want to see you live and in person.
Please do, please do. It's
And I won't heckle.
Thank you. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun show. Like I said, it's the whole basis of it is kind of what did we talk about that on the podcast or was it before? I understand and I empathize with the movement of like political correctness and like equality and like some of these topics are very, very serious and I get that and I get like the gravity of all that, but it's fucking jokes, man. Like
It's
I'm
a
telling you
joke. Yeah,
jokes.
it's
We're
a joke.
kidding. We're joking around. I don't mean any of it. If you
you
take it seriously, you're an idiot. Like
you
these are
shouldn't
jokes.
be at my show, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
If you're
Yeah.
offended, you deserve it.
Yeah, so that's the I'm like I've never I've never offended anybody. People have gotten offended at shit that I said because the intent was never to hurt your feelings. The intent was never to be like, oh, I want to
They're not
ostracize this group.
malicious.
Yeah,
You're not there to hurt someone's feelings. You're there light of a shitty situation.
yeah, exactly.
And if you can't laugh at yourself, fuck off. That's what I say.
Yeah, exactly. One of the things that like I've been sort of focusing on is that like it's a really interesting thing to be able to be in this room and it's you, and at this show it'll be like 85 people, and the world doesn't matter anymore. All the problems that are serious aren't serious for this 1 hour. It's just we get to fuck around. And it's super fun. So
You're in
like,
a safe space. That's a hot word.
Yeah,
that people
which
like
is
safe space.
hilarious because they're the least. Those things are the least safe spaces I've ever seen in my life. It's the most hostile environment. Everyone's sitting on the fucking edge of their chair, waiting to hear a word like rape or fag, and then just like lose their fucking mind. And it's like, okay,
They're called trigger
get it.
words for a reason.
Yeah. So like, and I do stay away from slurs. I don't use anything like retarded.
It's
the only
low-hanging
thing.
fruit. You're
Yeah.
better than that.
Yeah.
You're a comedian, a
Exactly.
crafter of humor.
That's the thing. So, but yeah, on the website, I had this little spiel, and I left 2 things out because I was like, those ones might hurt people's feelings. But on my website, it has a thing of like what the show's about and whatever. And it says this show will not only address but openly mock serious issues like rape and blah blah blah, or not rape, like race and sexual orientation, blah 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 blah, political, fucking whatever.
All that stuff. Yeah.
And I left rape and pedophilia out because I'm like, I feel like that might be a bit aggressive as
A little
like,
bit. Yeah.
Especially on a website, because that you can get
context.
flagged.
Yeah, exactly. So there are jokes about that in the show, but it's like, I don't want you to be like, I'm going to be mocking pedophilia. It's like, no, just those are like part of a more elaborate joke.
Okay, James Gunn, moving on. That's what I say. But if you're listening to this show, I feel like Alex's show is right up your fucking alley.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine, you're safe. And if you can't wait till October 5th, fuck it, go check out the worst podcast ever and hear some of his shenanigans with his other buddy, Drew. Dan. Alex, it was a fucking slice. We'd love if you want to come back on, just give us a holler. You gotta,
Anytime, man. Anytime.
You
Absolutely.
fit well.
I'd love
It
to
was
come on.
fun. It was a good time. I'm Alec.
Jean-Michel Ivan.
And I'm Alex Fortin.
Stay
Stay
awesome.
awesome.